Hi everyone, it's time for this week's edition of the Roar Report. We're looking at the week of April the 15th to the 19th, and we have so many things going on, so buckle up. On Tuesday, April the 16th, our 8th grade band students are heading over the hill to Forest Grove to participate in a band festival. Those students need to be at the junior high loading a bus at 7:15 in the morning. And then on Wednesday, April the 17th, our 8th graders are heading out to Cape Lookout to do their science field trip about forestry. This activity is for a grade, so it really is important that all students participate in this. And then at 12:40 that same day, our track team is heading over the hill to Banks to compete over there in a track meet. Now, if you're an 8th grader who's going to be at Cape Lookout and you're also participating in track, don't fret, my pet. We've got this under control. We have a bus bringing the track kids back to the junior high so that they are going to get over the hill with all the other athletes. We're good to go there. And then Friday, April the 19th, we have a really fun event happening after school here at 3:30. We are having a movie night, and that is a fundraiser that's sponsored by the 8th graders who are going to Washington, D.C. and New York City this summer. So it's a fundraiser. Bring your wallet. It's not free. They're going to be watching a movie and having concessions. This is open to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders and should be a really good time. Other things we have happening in the building. We have state testing continuing. We started it this last week. And I just want to give a special message out about state testing to both students and families. State testing is something that is really important. And you may, especially moms and dads, may have been like listening to the news and they've seen that in the state of Oregon, there's a thing that says, oh, kids don't have to pass these tests to graduate. Well, that is true in many districts, not in Tillamook School District. In Tillamook School District, passing the OSAS test is still very important and is part of a graduation requirement. So if you want your diploma after 12th grade, you are going to want to be paying attention to this. So you are going to need to pass the state test your junior year or do this other big work sample thing, which sounds, if I'm being totally frank, like a lot. Probably better just to pass the test. The best way to pass the test is to practice it in 7th and 8th grade with your math, science, and language arts and really take it seriously. Our goal here is to eventually graduate kids after they've received like a really great education, give them a diploma that's super meaningful, and have them go out into the world and be productive, right? But to get the diploma, you do have to pass a test or do this other work sample. Take your test seriously, folks. We want you to graduate. So if you've heard this other stuff about, oh, you don't have to pass the test to graduate, that may be true other places, not Tillamook School District. And I'm all right with that. I'm totally all right with that. I think it's great for kids to show what they've learned. And you know what? They're ready. These kids are smart and capable. They've had great education. They are ready for this. Other things that are happening on April the 20th, which is a Saturday. We don't usually do lots of talking about Saturday, but Saturday night from 6 to 9, there is a Tillamook Education Foundation dinner at Warner's Beef and Brew. There are only 100 tickets for sale. This is a fundraiser for the Education Foundation. You can scroll down on the Roar Report and find a little QPR code and scan it with your phone. And if you'd like to buy a ticket there, there's steak or salmon for dinner. It's delicious. I will be honest and say every year I get the ribeye and it's fabulous. Warner's, you can't go wrong at Warner's. It's always lovely. And your money's going to a good cause. That money is used to fulfill teacher grant requests. I think in the past year, we've got a science station at the junior high. These are things that maybe normally our budget doesn't allow us to buy, but with these grant monies, we can do fun little projects. And it's a pretty great way to support the educators of Tillamook by going out and, I don't know, having steak and salmon. That doesn't seem like too bad of a deal. And then finally, This one's for students, and this is about the Lion's Den. Lion's Den is a super busy place at the junior high, and the kids are down here all day, every day for 1,000,001 reasons. Some kids are down here to do problem solvers. Some kids are down here to work on projects and have a little quiet space to do academics. Some kids are down here just because they need to check in with the principal or the dean or whatever. As many kids as we have, there are that many reasons to be in the Lion's Den, but this is a really busy working space and we do need it to be quiet when kids come down here. So here's how you access the Lion's Den. You have your green pass from your teacher to come down here. You check in with an adult as soon as you get here and just say, hey, I'm here, here's my pass. And then we need you to find a seat, and you can sit at any one of the chairs that are out there at the desks, or you can go into a room if you need a quieter space. But it is supposed to be quiet and not talking with other people. And that even, that's even for lunch detention. When you come down, it is important that you come down quietly and find a space. All right. And if you have any questions about that, you can always talk to me or Mr. Dixon. All right, folks. Yeah. Who else is ready for the weekend? It's a great day to be a lion.